Alright, what's up guys, Single Player Nacho here. U1, U2, no, it's U3 time. Fans of the U3 like myself, hideous abomination that it is, were pretty sad not to see it return in the RE4 remake. I'm sure sane people were kinda relieved, but I really wanted to see this thing again in ultra 10K graphics. The U3's appearance is like my top 5 holy shit moments in the original. Fast forward a short 18 years later, and if you were to tell me that one day, one of these Verdugos, Salazar's bodyguards, would go on to mutate into the U3, it just sounds like a rabid conspiracy theory. I mean, look at them. Yes, they're both perfect 10s, but still I wouldn't be able to see the connection. Well, that connection is no longer a crazy theory. The black-robed Verdugo is no longer a piece of the hideous Ramone Salazar puzzle. That's all it was subjected to originally. No, this is now a full-blown, intricate villain with a crazy origin story full of suffering and obsession, which is basically what this channel is all about. The Verdugo is the U3, and in turn, the Verdugo is no longer a silent bodyguard, and the U3, as we once knew it, is no longer just a grotesque boss fight. The U3 has a story and a name now. She was known in her human years as PESANTA. And what PESANTA went through to achieve such a physique, I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy, unless it's Ramone Valentine. PESANTA was once a loyal maid to the Salazar family. In fact, this is so far back that PESANTA actually served Ramone Salazar's father. Ramone and his father are, how can I put this lightly, complete fucking opposites. Whereas Ramone's father was a steadfast and vigilant ruler, Ramone was the cruelest of the cruel. How bad did it get? PESANTA writes in one of her journals that she'd witnessed Ramone emptying out hot scalding liquids onto a commoner's face over an insult. I can't imagine what Ramone would do to me for creating this here image. Anyway, PESANTA wasn't dumb. She kept up appearances in order to appease Ramone, even if she was completely against his horrible behavior. The little salad man then upstarted Los Iluminados with Sadler, and unfortunately for PESANTA, her service and turning a blind eye wasn't enough. She was to give up her body for experimentation, and she had absolutely no choice. And who was in charge of overlooking PESANTA's transformation? Isidro Talavera, a depraved, obsessed scientist who'd go on to become the red-robed Verdugo. Isn't that crazy? In a way, one Verdugo created the other, and eventually they both turned out to be monsters. Kinda like a Frankenstein situation. Isidro, the red Verdugo, was far from having any sign of empathy. This dude may have been the cultiest cult member in Los Iluminados. Just look at how he writes about his experiments on PESANTA.
The housekeeper has graciously volunteered herself for the experiment. I shall pour my whole heart into this endeavor in order to transcend humanity and make Master Ramone proud. A glorious union has been made. The housekeeper has endured much suffering, but not for naught. Behold, the fruits of our labor in all its beauty. I shall consecrate this perfect life form with the name U3, for 3 is the most beautiful and complete number.
And that was that. PESANTA, the loyal and quiet house servant, was no more. She'd become a tall-ass, scary-as-hell predator, the Verdugo. PESANTA, in her time as a human, held her reservations about Los Iluminados, but now, PESANTA, the monster, was completely and utterly devout to its extreme nature. No more questioning nothing. This was a loyal bodyguard now. And her co-worker, Isidro, the red Verdugo, was even more faithful to Las Plagas now that he'd become Salazar's right hand, or is he the left hand? I don't know. Still, it's kinda creepy that the dude that turned you into a monster is now right by your side at all times. PESANTA and Isidro are right there. Now, that's one dynamic between Los Verdugos that I did not see coming. I guess it's somewhat fitting that, unlike Isidro, PESANTA had one last trick up her sleeve, transforming into the iconic and gorgeous U3. Not trying to hate here, but Isidro kinda died like a pipsqueak. In separate ways, it's just an interesting approach to a monster. When PESANTA is in a cutscene, there's still a tad bit of restraint when it comes to how she hunts. the camera kinda stays on that beautiful face for a second longer. I think it shows that even though they're both monsters and Verdugos, PESANTA might just have a very small piece of her former life, one where she'd hope she'd escape Ramone's grasp. Either that, or she's just more intelligent than Isidro. Either way, the fact that I'm making a video on the Verdugo's mind process, scratch that, the U3's mind process, is insane. I really welcome the changes overall, and it just makes both of these iconic to me, horrifying monsters into a conflicted killer that may or may not retain some of her past life. Anyway, justice for PESANTA. Well, thank you so much for checking out this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Did you like seeing the U3 once again in the Resident Evil 4 remake? And do you feel bad for PESANTA? I think everyone with a mind should. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more horror videos, lores, lists. I kind of messed that up, but anyway, just subscribe for scary stuff, alright? Check out the Twitch channel for streams, and this channel for streams as well, and join up to become a member, and receive a nice cute little nacho icon next to your name to support this amazing cause that we got going on this channel. Do that, and you're gonna just be amazing pretty much for the rest of your life. And thank you. Have an awesome rest of your day, and as always, stay single.